What's up, guys? And welcome to the show. So today I actually finally got the two 35mm pictures in finally today. So these are the first two that I got from the F65 and then the Minolta X7A. These came with, of course I'll show you some of the photos later, but these Shoppers Drug Mart is the only place in town that actually still develops. But one thing I actually like is they gave me a CD, so all my photos are actually on CD, as well as they gave me the actual photos, plus they gave me the negatives as well, which I'm really excited about that definitely as well. Now this made me realize quite a bit of things. Two things actually made me realize. One, that I need to work on my 35mm picture taking. A lot of these were overexposed, underexposed. I need to work on my setting of my ISO, and I need to work on my 35mm picture taking for sure, because these were not the best quality of photos, like, at all. Gotta work on my zoom, gotta work on my focusing, gotta work on my ISO setting, gotta work on lighting. Pretty much you gotta work on everything for these. Another thing that made me realize is the true real expense of the 35mm versus digital. Now digital, I literally spent $0 on. Because I got my digital camera for a gift, and I got the SD card. I have 3 SD cards, and basically I didn't spend any money on the SD cards. I'll explain that later. And yeah, so I literally paid nothing for my digital copies. I put them on my computer, I have my own storage, I put them on my phone, I store them there. I print them, don't pay anything. 35mm, I buy my 35mm rolls, 3-pack rolls, from the only place in town that I can get them, and that's Walmart. It's about $7 for a 3-pack, which isn't horrible, but the pictures here, it's like $30 for these. Basically I get a handful of photos in each, a CD and the negatives, for $30, as to where digital photography cost me absolutely $0 and 0 cents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically calm down on the 35mm picture taking. I'm not going to take as much 35mm photos unless it's either requested during a photo session, or unless you know, I really need to take a photo with 35mm. I'm definitely not going to go too much overboard on that, but I'm going to definitely organize these, put these in album, put the negatives in a binder, store the CDs away. But I was really excited for those. I'll show you a couple of them actually right now, just to show you what I'm talking about. Which ones were these now? Yeah, as you could tell, I don't know if you could tell by this, but I went to a show. This is the F65. I went to a show a while back. It was like a poetry type reading, but this is what. That's one of the photos. As you could tell, it's definitely not the best quality in the world. That one I definitely used a different setting on and everything. So yeah, you could tell that these are not really the best type of quality out there, but they're not actually horrible. I definitely got to work on my, you know, focusing, ISO settings, that type thing. But yeah, this is from the F65. I took better at this event, the flying event. I took better. That was a picture of my cat, but yeah, I definitely took and out of the, and these are the only ones that actually turned out. Like, out of the 30+ photos, I got that. I got a handful of photos back that like didn't even turn out, were shit quality. Yeah, so that was the F65. This is the Minolta. I got more photos from the Minolta than I did out of the F65 because the quality was, I guess, just a little bit better, and it is. The quality of these photos are definitely a lot better, but there's still a lot that were out of focus and kind of blurry, that type thing, and I definitely need to work on that. I mean, some of these are not as horrible, but they're still pretty bad. But I mean, it's not bad. Like, I guess you just need to. I was gonna show you guys a while back when I did the film project, and I took the photos. These photos and the F65 photos apparently didn't turn out because I actually didn't get those photos back, and I know they say if they don't turn out, you won't get those photos back. So I looked through the negatives and stuff to see if they're there. But I was looking forward to showing you guys that, but I can't because they're not there. So I don't know, like all in all, like, go with digital. Don't go 35mm because A, it's more expensive. Sorry about that. As I was saying earlier, my SD card in here filled up, so I had to switch it out. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, go digital and instead of 35mm because digital is cheaper, 35mm is more expensive. But the cameras and equipment are cheaper for 35mm, definitely. I got 3 35mm cameras, 5 lenses, 6 gels, a flash, and a bunch of other equipment, as well as a couple camera bags for like $40, as to where digital camera you're going to be spending anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars. So it is cheaper in that aspect, but like I said, well, by the time you develop your film, you get your film, everything, it's going to add up for the, you're going to end up paying that anyway for the 35mm thing. So me personally, I'm definitely not going to shoot 35mm anymore, or at least not as much. I'm definitely going to stick with digital, as well as your pictures as well. Digital, you could always put on your phone, put on your computer, and just edit them. You get a good editor, you could edit them. With 35mm, you have to scan to your computer if you want to do any type of editing for your pictures, as well as you don't know your quality of your photographs really until you actually develop them and see them. And then it's a lot more work, like I said, because by the time you actually scan your photos, put them on your computer, edit them, and that type of thing, it's a lot easier with digital for sure. So I would definitely go with digital more. So, or I would go with digital anyway. But anyway, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe.